Alright, I accidentally left this version of the Rock WWE belt out the first time. This version was actually supposed to come out during the King of the Ring in 2000 for The Rock. When he won it from Vince McMahon. But, however, it wasn't ready. It wasn't ready yet. So they went with the Attitude Era WWF Championship belt instead, while this was being made. And when this version of the belt was finished, he had already lost the championship to Kurt Angle, so the WWF decided, almost like with Andre's belt, just to make this a collector's item, and you can get this on any collector's site you want to, but this belt was never seen on TV. And until recently, The Rock never had a custom-made WWF Championship belt. As you can see, this belt has, this custom Brahma Bull tattoo on his side logo. The Brahma Bull tattoo that he has on his left arm. He has a 2 on the other side as well. He also got 2 side plates. The word champion written across the bottom of it. I don't know if it says word world on the top, but, Rock's been the WWE champion, 8 times now? I mean, that's almost as many as John Cena. John Cena's been WWF champion 10 times when you think about it. It's really a lot. I mean, and it's a sad thing to know that guys like Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, and Rey Mysterio's first runs were less than a day. In fact, Yokozuna's and Yokozuna, no! Yokozuna's and Rey Mysterio's were only not even a day, really. Andre's was, in fact, Andre and Rey didn't even have a day as champion. That's it. That's less than a day. It's sad to state. This belt right here, this is the WWF Championship belt. I cannot believe this thing lasted 8 years, much less 8 seconds. Good grief. First of all, this belt was originally made for John Cena, and it was originally put on SmackDown because that's the brand he was on. And it had the SmackDown logo. This belt version has the word Monday Night Raw because a few months later he went to Monday Night Raw. Well, after that, he lost the championship to, I think it was Edge. They took the Monday Night Raw version off and just simply put the word WWE Champion on the other side plate. So officially it became just a WWE Championship because it wouldn't be brand specific anymore. And all the champions in between were pretty cool, but I said this before. This belt only looks good on one person only, and he knew this, and it was John Cena. Okay? Forgive me for being the cultivist that I am, but I say John Cena is the only person who looked good wearing this thing, okay? Not Undertaker, not Triple H, not CM Punk, not anybody else. I'm being honest here. Okay, not The Rock. The Rock looked at this thing, spun it, and was like, what the hell is this thing? I mean, give me a break, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but The Rock just looked silly with this thing. CM Punk did too. Even when Rob Van Dam held the championship back in 2006, it didn't look that good on him. I really don't know too many people other than John Cena who look good with this thing. So that's the reason he's been the WWE champion 10 times. If this belt wasn't made, I don't know if he would have been WWE champion 10 times. That's me, honest opinion. But that person had a belt made very similar to this. Now, I said this before. This was not originally the design for this title, but because of time circumstances and all that, they didn't have enough time to make the real belt they wanted to, so this is the version of the belt they came up with instead. It's simply the spinner belt, but with the rated R logo in the middle. It looks like one of those stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Of course, with Edge's nameplate on the bottom. And of course, much like Cena, this belt looks only good on one person. That would be Edge. This also has the other 2 side plates as well. And it's a good looking championship belt, again, on Edge. But that's it. When Cena won it back, of course, it reverted back to the WWE spinning logo on it. And again, Okay, spinning logos and hubcaps are cool for cars, but this is not a car. This is a belt, for crying out loud, alright? And this is just plain silly in my opinion. Putting something like this on a belt, it looks ridiculous in my opinion, okay? Some people like it, some people hate it. Me, I can take it or leave it, but it's just silly looking. Alright? I had a tiger, Hulk Hogan's original theme in the background, but I just can't get over the fact that some people say, oh, this is one of the best looking WWE championships of all time. If you look at a lot of these websites that go the best and worst looking, this always gets in the worst of the top 10 because of the reason it's just not a good looking WWE championship belt. I'm sorry, but it does not look good. It's a horrible looking title belt, anyone but Cena or Edge. And to be honest, I'm glad that Rock did away with it a few weeks ago. Yeah, I am glad. You know, I don't know why it took him 8 years. It's longer than almost the Winged Eagle Championship took to go bye-bye. But other than that, it makes sense. Which brings me to this belt. Now, this was a better version of the belt that another person brought to my attention on YouTube as well. This was the Miz's version of the WWE Championship belt. It's simply the spinning version of the belt nameplate with the logo turned upside down and look like his name, The Miz, you know. And while Miz was the WWE champion for about 6 months, from late 2010 through early mid 2011, you know. He was a good WWE champion, you know. I like the Miz's run as champion. You know, he took on all comers. He didn't dodge people. Hell, he even gave Jerry the King Lawler an opportunity to the championship. That's telling you something. This guy's got. He's like, you know, put Lawler in the ring with me. I'll, you know, make him look good and all that. And he brought on a rivalry with Michael Cole. He turned Michael Cole one of the biggest pussy heels of all time. Actually, Michael Cole's always been a pussy heel, so who's surprised about that? But anyway, my point being is that here's another custom-made, wink wink, championship belt for someone. I mean, Miz turned the logo upside down, and that's what you get, you know? Rated R Superstar belt, John Cena's own personal belt, Rock's own personal belt. Okay, I get the idea. People want their own personal belts. I'm not stupid. But there's a difference between a championship belt that looks good and a championship belt that looks stupid. Take a wild guess what these are, okay? And I swear, the WWE needs to go back to the way that it used to look. I don't think I know the reason why these belts are not looking that good anymore. Reggie Parks is not the one making them anymore. They recently went back to the classic Intercontinental Championship belt, did they not? Those tag team belts, I don't even know what to make of those, to be honest with you. If Kane wasn't holding them, I would be, oh, Kane will be back, you know? Here's the new WWE Championship belt. I was sad to see that there's only 2 side plates rather than 4, but other than that, you know what? I like it. I like it a hell of a lot better than like that spinning center plate championship belt, okay? And here's the reason why. It just looks better. It has the Rock's logo on the side plates, but it can be replaced after The Rock loses this at WrestleMania to John Cena. What do you think is going to happen? But please do not let us go back to that other WWE Championship belt. I'm begging you. Have it stay like this, you know, no more spinning logos and all that bullshit. Just keep it as is, okay? Rock is the only man to hold this championship so far. He's getting to be like Hulk Hogan in that manner. But so far, we've had a lot of different men as the WWF champion. And to be honest with you, yeah, it's a great looking title. It's got the 2 main side plates, and that's great. You know, you got the big WWE logo in the middle. Here, and it's got the diamonds and the black part, and of course that big red scratch underneath with the word champion. Simply that. That's WWE champion. No specifics, no nameplates, no worlds, no flags on the side, nothing. Just WWE champion flat out. That's what it says. That's what it's supposed to say. Bottom line. Yes, this is the Miz's music you hear in the background. Okay, I like the Miz. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. Okay, he may be on MTV as well, but he's a good wrestler, and I think he's going to remain one for a while. I had to get that out of my system. Don't worry, people. This video is almost over. You can hear me babble on all you want to. Rock is a good WWE champion 8 times so far. Once as the undisputed champion. Great champion, no doubt about that. But in my mind, the best WWE champion of all time is Bret the Hitman Hart. Bottom line. Okay, you can keep your Brando San Martinos, you can keep your Hulk Hogan's, you can keep your Rocks, you can keep your Stone Cold Steve Austin's, you can keep your Shawn Michaels, I will. But I think Bret was the best WWF champion of all time. He took on all comers, he dodged no one. And think about this for a second. How did Bret win the WWF Championship for the first time? He made Ric Flair, of all people, submit to the sharpshooter. How did he lose it? He was cheated out of it by having Fuji's throw salt in his eyes pinned by Yokozuna. Second time, how did he win it back? He pinned Yokozuna. Okay, how did he lose it? He didn't really lose it, but he lost it by having his mother throw a towel in when his brother was making her. How did Bret win it the third time? He won a fatal 4-way. How did he lose it? Well, I guess you could say he got pinned by Psycho Sid the night after winning it, but still. Oh, wait a minute. No, sorry. I got my facts. That was the fourth one. The third one started after he beat Diesel for the title at Survivor Series. Lost it to Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, which I hear from everyone he did not want to lose it to Michaels at Mania, but it was just kind of an order from McMahon. You're not gonna be here, so Michaels is the guy, you know. Then the Fatal 4-Way when he beat 3 other guys for the title, lost to Sid the next night on Raw. The fifth one, he beat The Undertaker, baby. That's right, he pinned Taker. How did he lose it? I always consider Bret to be a WWE champion because he never lost a damn thing, okay? He did not submit. That was a screw job through and through. I know this is still 13, 14 years later, and I'm never going to let this go until my blood is boiling. 16 years later, excuse me. But still, that's all there is to it. Bret got screwed.